Dining out can be a nice break from cooking, but food poisoning can spoil your whole weekend or even a vacation. I'm here with Saginaw County Treasurer Tim Novak. Thank you for being with us this morning. Kind of a gross topic, but something we need to talk about. So you have tips about how you can be your own food inspector. The health department does have a bunch of information on its website, but what can you do to avoid bad food? What red flags should you look out for?
Yeah, so the first thing is, really look to see if the place is clean, and you don't have to go into the kitchen to do any of this stuff. Kind of the first tip is when you walk into the entryway, you can look at things like the menus and see if they've been cleaned, are they sticky. Look outside, peek at the dumpster before you come in. If it's not covered and there's trash everywhere, before you even enter a building, you can start to see. Check the restrooms. These are all, if there's soap, there's towels, all those stuff, there's trash all over, the servers are clean. Those are all indicators of attention to detail, which is super important when it comes to food safety, because you can't go in the kitchen, so you're making some guesses based on what you observe. Are the servers washing their hands? Can you see their aprons are all dirty in the front? Is the bartender cleaning his or her hands before she moves from cash back to the garnish on your drink, if you will, and so things like that.
That's a big one. I've caught people doing that before too, especially with the bartenders. All right, so we're talking about these red flags, but there's also some videos you can watch. Can you tell us a little bit more about this? Yeah,
so if you go to the food service information section under the inspections piece under the SaginawPublicHealth.org, they've got a variety of different videos. And there's all different topics. I know the one I watched yesterday had to do with the dangers of home-prepared foods. And they highlighted in the video of somebody that, they were selling food out of the back of their car, and they probably run from business to business, and they probably have a nice little operation going on. But it's hard to control where that food came from. And they showed him, he had us making tacos, and he had it out on the counter for a long time because he went and took a phone call, and his life was interrupting him as he was doing his preparation. Just something to consider, when you talk about home prepared foods, and that even when we get to the summertime, we'll probably talk about picnics and things like that. So, but just be careful where you get your food from. Keep an eye on all the little attention to detail, and it rewards and reward the restaurants that are clean, reward the restaurants that are taking that extra attention to detail, and share those stories with your friends.
That's some good advice. And if you've ever had food poisoning, then you will absolutely be taking a lot more careful of a look at the food you're eating after that.
Absolutely.
It is not a fun thing to have. Well, thank you so much for being here today, Tim. I know, like we said, kind of gross topic, but important thing to talk about.
Absolutely.
Well, if you have any questions to ask the county, send those questions to WNEM@WNEM.com.